All right, this is different ways of looking at an object.
Okay, we're starting off with a straight-on look at my teacup. It is a flat 2D image, great for sketchnoting, simple shapes, but you get the idea of what it is. You can put a slight curve at the bottom to give it a bit of more dimension, but this is typically a flat 2D look. A second perspective is looking from the top, where you put in the cup and then there's the tea and add on the little handle. Simple, but it's also a 2D look. Next, let's look at the teacup from our typical perspective of a cup, and that's from the top, slightly from the top. So it's like a 3/4 view, slightly inside the teacup, and there's the top of the teacup where we're looking inside. And adding on the cup. The handle is usually a bit of the hardest part here, and the way I do it is I follow along the line, parallel line. Halfway through, I switch to the inside of the original line. Add in the coffee or tea. And then with this, you might want to put in some shading to give it more of that 3-dimensional look, because this is the first time we are looking at it as a 3-dimension. There, I add some steam. Next, we're doing another 3D look, but from an angle we don't typically look at our teacup or coffee cup, and that's from below the tabletop. So we're looking from the bottom up. And this gives a kind of what appears to be a distorted look, whereas the base is a bit wider than the top. So you can give the person who's looking at the the person who's looking at the picture, the idea that you're looking from below. It's adding in those perspective lines. Also, putting it in place on the tabletop helps show where you're looking from. And then lastly, adding in shading always helps a object to look in place. I like to exaggerate these images. I was struggling with the top here. I really wanted to exaggerate the bulge at the top and how it opens up so you can tell that it is a cup you're viewing from the bottom. And I really think the shading makes a big difference here. And I feel like I should have shaded more on the cup, and I don't know what I was thinking. But here are 3 different perspectives. I hope this helps you look at objects when you are drawing them in a different way than just the typical way you look at an object. And if you would like more exercises, go check out sketchytravels.substack.com. Thank you.